So after the past weekend, we've had a lot of good fights with Max Holloway and Yair Rodriguez. This week, we're going to be coming up and watching Miesha Tate, and she's going to be fighting Ketlen Vieira, right? So Miesha Tate is a very good wrestler, grappler slash grappler. Ketlen Vieira is a multiple-time Jiu-Jitsu world champion. At this point, I feel like Jiu-Jitsu is kind of like overrated for MMA because there's so many black belts nowadays. Everybody's a black belt, so it's like whatever. But there's also levels to black belts, just like Glover Teixeira and Jan Blachowicz when they fought. That was the domination by Glover. There's levels to black belts. There's completely different levels to black belts. You feel like a white belt when you face these black belts, even though you're a black belt. Come on. The prime example is that there's a prime example. Brendan Schaub is a black belt. Come on, anybody can be a black belt these days, as long as you pay enough money. It literally means nothing at this point. But look, breaking down this fight, Ketlen Vieira is a legit black belt, though. She's a legit black belt. I mean, she's got a lot of submissions on the record. She's very dangerous on the ground. Miesha Tate doesn't really have the knockout power of an Irina Aldana, so it's going to be a very interesting fight. What kind of game plan is she going to have? Because I don't think Miesha's going to stand up and bang. She's always wrestled and mixed in takedowns with her style. Her style isn't really to primarily stand up. She's more of she's going to strike a little bit, then she's going to move to grapple. She's going to strike a little bit, then she's going to move to grapple. Her grappling is more like 70-30. I think she's more grappling heavy than striking. It depends on the opponent for sure. Ketlen Vieira is a very good jiu-jitsu fighter. So maybe, I mean, given the fact that Marion Renault is a black belt and she was able to pacify Marion Renault's bottom game, she was able to just completely nullify Marion Renault's game because fight IQ. Now, when you're in the half guard position, there's no chance of a triangle submission or an armbar. That threat is completely nullified. Half guard is probably the safest place to be for a wrestler. Now, there's also the threat that she's going to reverse position on you. She's going to go for the underhook and then, reverse position and come out through the back door and take the back. That's a very complicated move. Reversing a half guard sweep and then getting to the back. There's the danger of that too. And then there's the danger of leg locks, and then there's the danger of... So there's only a couple of dangers for Miesha in half guard. I think Miesha's going to go to half guard. Staying in full guard is very dangerous because there's a threat of triangle, armbar, a lot of danger from full guard. And I think this is actually a good game plan for Miesha. Miesha can't be afraid of the grappling. She can't be hesitant to grapple with Ketlen Vieira. I don't think she's going to knock her out. If it's going to be a stand-up war, I think Ketlen Vieira has more of a chance to knock out Miesha. Who do I pick for this fight? It's actually a really, really hard fight to pick. I mean, who do I think wins the fight? Initially, if someone put a gun to my head and asked me, who do you think wins the fight? Initially, I'd say Miesha. But when I really delve deeper into this fight is very interesting because the submission threat is there, but if she comes with the right game plan, if Miesha comes with the right game plan, she can win this fight going away. Like, it's not going to be a hard fight if she really has a good game plan. I think the best game plan for her is to stay in half guard. Do not go to full guard. Stay in half guard. Pound her out. Take her down. But then there's the threat of guillotine. But Miesha's a very good wrestler. She knows how to pacify the guillotine. She knows how to avoid that submission. It's not a big deal for her. Like, she can avoid those submissions. But she can avoid those submissions pretty easily. Miesha's a very good top fighter too. She stays on top. She stays on top very well. Very good top control. Ketlen Vieira is also pretty good on the ground, so I don't know who to pick, man. Honestly, I'll pick Miesha, but Miesha has to come with the right game plan. She has to. She has to come with the right game plan. She has to mix in the takedowns with the striking. I don't think she's going to outstrike Ketlen Vieira. I just don't see it. How is she gonna knock her out? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Miesha's not a knockout puncher. When she ever knocked out someone? Even though she's with a new camp and she's with what's his name? The same guy that trains Francis Ngannou. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. You guys know what I'm talking about. That guy, he helped Ngannou with wrestling, but Miesha's already a good wrestler. She's Eric Nixick, exactly. She's working with Eric Nixick now, and he's a very good head coach, exceptional head coach. But Ketlen Vieira is being more active. She's had more activity. She's fought more often. Miesha's been off for a long time, and the last fight that she won was against Marion Renault, and Renault was on a losing streak. To be honest, the Renault fight was probably just a warm-up fight, just to get acclimated and get back, just to get her confidence back and get her shape back, and it was just a comeback fight. It was a comeback gimme fight, just like when Conor McGregor fought what's his face, Cowboy Cerrone. That was a gimme fight. That was a comeback fight. That was an easy fight. The easy fight. There's no such thing as an easy fight, but it was the easy fight. Because it was the gimme fight, the guy that's on a losing streak, you come back, you knock him off, and Ketlen Vieira, she's been knocked out by Irene Aldana with the patented left hook, but Miesha's not the boxer that Irene Aldana is, and Irene Aldana is not the grappler that Miesha is. Yin and yang, it's balancing act. Someone's a better striker, someone's a better grappler, and. To be honest, I just don't get it, Yeah, I'm picking Miesha, but she needs the right game plan. She ain't gonna win this fight if she comes in thinking that it's gonna be an easy fight. This is not an easy fight, Miesha. This is not an easy fight for you, Miesha Tate. You gotta take this extremely seriously. You gotta avoid full guard. Your keys to victory is avoiding the full guard of Ketlen Vieira. Avoid that shit. Avoid that shit. Passing to Hoff is going to be not going to be that hard. She's a good takedown artist. She can probably slam into Hoff guard from the position when she takes her down with the double leg. Her takedown of choice is the double leg, of course, right? She doesn't really go for the upper body clinches and go for the double underhooks and, take you down from that position. No, she doesn't do that. I think she can wrestle like that, but she doesn't do that. She doesn't even go single leg anymore, really. And the threat of the guillotine is a bit higher in the double leg position, right? For sure. I think it's definitely more dangerous in the double leg than the single leg, or not. Depends on the head position too. If your head on the outside with a single, there's not much threat of the guillotine there. It's a head on the outside. There's no threat of the guillotine. The double leg, there's also a way that you can take her down without the threat of the guillotine. You can nullify it. It's something you work in camp, of course. What about a knee? What about a lucky knee when she's coming in? Well, the way to nullify a lucky knee is to mix in the striking and then go for the level change. Mix in the striking and then go for the level change. That way, your opponent is going to be guessing all the time. He's not sure when you're going to shoot. And your mannerisms need to be different. You gotta shoot from an angle, so there's no threat of a knee, head to the outside. That seems more of a better takedown attempt because there's no threat of guillotine and there's no threat of the knees being thrown. Just a lot of things that she has to tweak here and there. Honestly, I'm telling you again, Miesha, stay out of the full guard. Please stay out of the full guard. Please, oh my God. Stay the fuck out of Ketlen Vieira's full guard. She's very dangerous there. And that's another thing. When you're fighting an opponent, you're going to war. Know what the opponent is good at and what they're not good at. He misses.